Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4, here with Race 6, Dungeon Dash MP, which I'm pretty sure stands for Marble Pre. I forgot to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm sure someone will correct me if I am wrong. So the current standings following the last race, we have Fludes leading quite a strong start to the season, 130 points, Pesky Bird in second with 118, Iceman in third with 107, Moo in fourth, Iceman and Moo are tied with 107 in third, Alfonso in fifth with 104, Demon in sixth with 97, Boy in seventh with 87, Azur in eighth with 86, Luna in ninth with 80, Sage in 10th with 77, and then we have Shady, Cheese, Stormy, Wheat, Eggbot, Superboss, and then Jimmy. So, Dungeon Dash, created by Azur, another one of our racers. So let's head over to the track. Here we go. So a very medieval looking track, but before we take a look around, I swear when we get to the second races my brain just starts to melt, my voice starts to dissolve away. Let's spawn all the racers in, and of course reverse order as always from the previous race. Wheatman looks firm, but gotta go, be right back. No worries if you have to go, that is fine. At least you've made it for the first race. You can always catch up with the second race. Let's give him Mario Kart slightly. I don't know whether Mario Kart's got quite the chaotic middle sections like that, but I see what you're saying. So we're going to start the predictions. It's going to be 12 laps. Start prediction. How many races will DNF? Prediction has started. And now we'll take a look around the track. So first it is a doorway that you'll make your way through, down a spiraling tower. Some low-lying triangles to dodge, a few obstacles that you can hit. Got some saw blades as well through the S-bend. And then dropping into what I assume is the dungeon for the marbles. We have a spinning axe. We have a few obstacles here that come out the wall. A few things to avoid, a little maze section. It's not really a maze, it's one route, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Gotta make your way through. Some more spinners. I guess there's a couple of different routes here. They all lead the same way. Pure chaos would be a good way to describe it. Yeah, pretty awesome looking track. Thanks for visiting the Marble Dungeon. And then back up to the start. The finish line is down at the bottom. And we have just instead of a ladder, we do have a wall that you just drive up. So the predictions have ended. And let's get this race going. As it counts down. And here we go into the door. Through they go. Into the spiral. We're going to see who comes out on top. Looks like Moo's going to be leading, heading down. Although Luna and Alfonso battling through as well, but Moo will come out in front. So it's going to be Moo leading those tricky through that area. Still just holding the lead, but Fludes is putting up a fight. It seems Moo and Fludes both having quite the fight this season. So through the spinner, Moo will come out on top. Shady doesn't quite make the jump. Eggbot, Shady blocking Eggbot though. Quite a late release. Everyone getting hit around, trying to make it over the edge. Luna having some difficulties. Pesky Bird and Sage, I should say. Sort of combine them together. Having trouble at the back. But Moo already out the dungeon and heading onto lap 2. Eggbot will be in second, Superboss in third, Azur and Shady side by side, battling for fourth. Going back through the doorway, Superboss gets caught up on the door. Big slowdown drops the 2 positions to Shady and Azur. But Moo absolutely breaking away already. Eggbot in between Azur and Shady now as Azur's trying to break away in second to chase down Moo. Dropping through the pipe. Eggbot with a bad bounce, loses 3 positions there. And now has Demon just behind. Superboss and Wheatman getting past Demon though. And Moo holding strong up at the front still. Azur and Shady side by side, but Cheese gets a good run from the axe and is now just behind Moo with a great jump off the, I don't know what we'll call those, the bouncers, the bounce pads, the launchers. And now there's a battle going on between the top 2. And Weep has come to join in through the spinner. And now Demon's come to join as Cheese gets flung backwards slightly. And Jimmy's here. So 4 racers now close together up at the front. Moose still going strong in the lead. Demon in second, Jimmy in third, Cheese in fourth. Very close together. So everyone's still fairly close together here. Boy and Pesky Bird side by side, Shady and Azur side by side. So teammates side by side at the moment. So Moo and Demon currently 1-2. Although Jimmy, Cheese and Weep are fighting for this position as well. And Jimmy has managed to get past Demon. Demon with a good run out of the pipe will reclaim that second place. Going past the saw blades. Weep tries to get past Cheese but doesn't quite make the lunge. Jimmy chasing Moo and Demon down, goes in between them both and takes the lead. As the axe comes around, it's not a good launch for Jimmy. Jimmy's struggling a bit. Demon as well has done a lap of the axe area. Cheese having some trouble as well. I mean, Shady is actually going to overtake Cheese. And Moo with the fastest lap as well, still holding on to that first spot. Jimmy and Azur in the spinner. Wheatman getting sent backwards and now up into the corner. Shady's going to just get in front. Demon gets a good run through there, in fact blocking Moo out, and that's dropped Moo down to fourth. Bad turn though means Jimmy's going to come through with a better line and get past Demon, so Jimmy goes up into first. Demon in second, Moo in third, Azur in fourth. Shady in fifth, Weep in sixth, Cheese in seventh. Pesky Bird and Boer. So at the moment my brain is just combining people's names. The Pesky Boer. The duo. So Jimmy leading on lap 4. The Pesky Boer and the Jimmy Bird. And yes, I did just call you Pesky. And we've got the Demon Moo. So Demon leading now. See how they come out of the axe section, and Jimmy gets the better launch. Demon in a bit of trouble here. Shady's going to get a good launch as well. So it's trouble for the 2 Eternal Darkness members. Demon drops to third. Moo having more difficulties, but does manage to block Weep. Oh, Hit my mic there. Sorry about that. Yeah, Moo having some difficulties here. Eggbot's going to come through and get past, but that is a big drop by Moo. Down from a strong lead at the start, down to 10th. Chaos in the dungeon. You see Cheese and Shady currently battling out for second place, but Jimmy absolutely storming away at the front. A Boer moment. Big Boer moment. Boer dropped to 15th. Iceman at the back having trouble with that. Boer's dropped to 16th now. Iceman having real difficulties in the axe section. Does get out, but it's not looking good at the back here. Stormy, Luna, Boer, Sage and Iceman all having trouble in the dungeon. Meanwhile, Jimmy's making their way around to come back into the dungeon once again. Cheese in second. Demon and Shady battling out for third. And Weep not far behind. Has Alfonso, Peskibird and Eggbot together just behind. See how it goes through the dungeon. It's a good launch by Demon. Shady, not enough speed. Cheese will drop one position, but does stay in front of Shady. Jimmy having a bit of trouble now. Does get through okay though, and will keep hold of first. Demon with a good release. A lot of speed using that line. Cheese through quite well. So we go on to lap 6 of 12. Peskibird out of the dungeon. Weep going a little bit slow on the exit, means Alfonso will get in front. Eggbot's going to block Super Boss. Is it enough? It is just enough to hold Super Boss back for now. Going into the S-Bends, a lot of chaos there means Azur's going to be right behind them. But Eggbot will be in front of Super Boss, followed by Azur and Shady. Then we have Fluids, followed by Stormy. Then further back we have Sage, Boer and Iceman. Not a great race for them. But Jimmy still storming away in the lead. There's still a chance though. There's still a lot that can happen. You see there, great launch by Demon, now right behind Jimmy. Cheese getting a good launch as well. And so does Peskibird to the top 4 with a good launch. Putting them all quite close together. It's a bad flipper. Not sure what to say there. A bad flipper for Demon. He's going to lose some time. Peskibird having trouble as well. Cheese is going to sneak through. But Peskibird, a great move there. Manages to get back in front of Cheese. And Weep just struggling a bit, missing the sliding block. Try to get names for everything here as we go through. If the flipper hits Pesky, does it flip the bird? I don't know. Can you technically flip a sphere? Or is it always the right way up? That is the question. Got an ad for Oreo ice cream and are you hungry? It's a sign. So Jimmy going into the dungeon while their teammate Iceman is still struggling to make their way out of it. And Jimmy is going to lap Iceman. Boy, I just had a Magnum ice cream. Nice. Want some cookie dough ice cream? Not a bad flavour, if you ask me. Used to be quite the cookie dough Ben and Jerry's enjoyer. Haven't had it in quite a while though. Few years. So on to lap 8. Jimmy still leading, running quite strong, extending that gap again from Demon. Demon also lapping Iceman. Then we have Cheese, followed closely by Pesky Bird and Wheat. Then Azur, Alfonso, Shady, the 3 green slushies following. And Stormy just behind Shady. Looks like Eggbot's having some difficulties going back and forth on the flipper. Does collide with Luna, but Luna gets a good recovery. And then Fluids, Sage, Moo, and Were. Moo with the fastest lap actually in 15th. Yeah, Iceman had quite the dominant performance. In fact, yeah, the Icebreakers in general, quite the dominant performance in the last season. This season it's been a lot rockier. It looks like everyone else is putting up quite the fight this time around. Jimmy is looking to lap Were. And look at this gap right now. Back to second. Demon and Pesky Bird battling it out. Both past Iceman. So the battle going on for second place. And there's also a battle going on for fourth between Cheese and Azur. So Jimmy is past Were with no trouble. Moving out of the way. Sportsman. Good sportsman-like conduct. And Jimmy also passing Sage. So Jimmy just lapping people right now. A lot of speed, great consistency. Quite the dominant performance by Jimmy on this track. Not letting anything stop them. And exiting the dungeon. Next target to lap will be Moo. So Demons managed to make a bit of a breakaway from Pesky Bird, and Pesky Bird now at risk from Cheese, as Cheese has had a good run into the dungeon. Not the same can't be said for Azur, currently having trouble with the spinning axe. Wheat getting past Azur. Azur and Stormy now going to be battling out for position, and Alfonso is going to be joining them in the launchers. Alfonso makes it through. It's a great move and a great couple of positions gained. Stormy makes it through in front of Shady, but behind Azur. And then Superboss just coming into the dungeon behind. Lap 10, and the battle is still on between Demon and Pesky Bird. Good to see how this plays out. Meanwhile, Jimmy just entering the dungeon now. Absolutely miles in the lead. Demon trying to break away from Pesky Bird. It's a bit of a slow entry into the tunnel. into the pipe, I should say. But Peskibird having difficulties as well. Let's go see what's going on with Jimmy up at the front. So Jimmy has lapped Moo and will now be chasing down Luna. Demon making it through the dungeon fairly quick. Peskibird still not far behind. A great launch by Cheese will put them right behind Peskibird. And of course, just a reminder as well, we do have, because I haven't brought this up much before, and I think it may have been slightly forgotten about, we do have a highlights channel in the Discord. So you can clip anything that you find interesting, any exciting moments, any of your favourite moments, funny moments during these live streams, these races, or even anything else that I'm live streaming. You can clip them, and if it's to do with the races, you can post them into the highlights section of the Discord for people to see and to share, and maybe I'll react to them or put together a highlight reel or something with them if there's enough of them and they're good. Who knows? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see people's highlighted moments from some of these races. So just a reminder that that is also there. So Jimmy still dominating the race. They're getting into a bit of trouble there. Losing quite a bit of time on the flipper. Now we are on lap 11 and Jimmy does have a bit of time to spare, but Jimmy's going to have to be careful here. This close to the end, this is not a good time to crumble. As we see Peskibird and Cheese making their way around now, closing that gap. Jimmy does get on the move once again. But that has reduced the gap between first and second. So Peskibird now in second, Cheese in third, Demon in fourth. And going on to the final lap, Peskibird potentially in reach, depending on how this final run through the dungeon goes. Moose still holding the fastest lap in 14th. Every point matters. And it looks like a great run through there for Peskibird, really closing the gap on Jimmy. Now right behind Jimmy, so quite the throw, I'd say, in the dungeon for Jimmy. That could be incredibly costly. We'll see if they can hold this first place down to the end, or is Peskibird going to find a way past? It's all going to come down to this dungeon. Both catching the cycle, but Peskibird with a better landing. Peskibird is going to take the lead on the final lap, and it's a good launch as well. Peskibird is now leading the race. And the next major obstacle is coming, the flipper. Taking the slower but safer route round the back means Peskibird is going to get through fine, and Jimmy's not going to be quick enough to get in front. In fact, having some trouble as well. Iceman, Jimmy's teammate, coming in to help them out. But Peskibird is going to go across the line and win with an incredible final lap. Just crazy scenes as Jimmy throws the lead on the final lap and Peskibird comes through to take the win. Jimmy takes second. Cheese is going to take third. And Demon is going to take fourth. These two races were horrible, says Iceman. It's been a rough day. an off day. Wheat taking 5th. Stormy is going to take 6th. Superboss with Azure just behind, but not close enough it seems. Well, the good line through there will come through the snipe. Superboss having trouble in the corner. Azure's going to snipe 7th. Azure is going to have to settle with 8th. Moo still with the fastest lap. A good line through the final section. Boer not so smooth. Moo will take 9th. Alfonso goes for the lunge but doesn't quite line it up right to get past Luna. Boer's going to take 10th. Luna 11th. Alfonso 12th. Eggbot just behind in 13th. Fluids tries to make the lunge on Sage, but just doesn't work out. Sage will finish in 14th, Fluids in 15th. And it looks like it's going to be Shady in 16th, and Iceman finishing in 17th. And you know what? That is no DNFs. 2 races with no DNFs in a row. Incredible stuff. But over to the winning marble. Pesky Bird taking the win. So congratulations, claps in the chat, well done Pesky Bird on that win. An incredible end. We always like the dramatic endings. And to tell you what, these seasons never fail with them. So, Fluids finishing quite far down is going to have quite the effect on the leaderboard, on the standings. This could be big for Pesky Bird. Well, it could be big for anyone in the finishing the top area. Whilst we are still early on, everyone's still close together. And every point counts, and with a new point system rewarding consistency in top 10, top 5, top 3 and winning even more, it matters even more than before. Now, first, before the standings, the predictions. So we had one person correct this time. So congratulations to them, and I think that was Demon. 0 to 2 DNFs. That has been cashed out. It was Demon. Gets all the winnings to themselves. At least you win one thing. If I remember correctly, when we used to do the predictions on one of the previous seasons, you were very consistent with winning those. Maybe not so much with the races, but very consistent on the predictions. So I'm going to go and enter the results now, and I'll be back in just a minute with the updated standings. Okay, the results have been entered. And as Pesky Bird says, P17 to P1, very pog. Quite the performance. So let's head over and look at the standings. So that is also 2 wins in a row for Pesky Bird. A great performance. And just to mention, it was also 2 fastest laps for 9th place. Not the same person, but the same position. But them 2 wins back to back by Pesky Bird, and in the same stream, has put Pesky Bird into first place on the standings with 158 points, knocking Fluids down into second with 136. Demon in third with 123. Moo in fourth with 122. Alfonso in fifth with 113. Iceman in sixth with 111. Azure in 7th with 104, Boer in 8th with 99, Cheese in 9th with 96, Luna in 10th with 90, and then below that we have Weep Sage, Stormy, Jimmy, Shady, Superboss, and Eggbot. Eggbot now at the bottom of the board. Jimmy up to 14th. Out of that bottom spot. But yes, what a stream, what a good couple of races. Lots of drama, very intense. Yeah, quite the races. Quite the races. Looking at the chat as well, see what people are saying. What a stream for Pesky. Kind of sad you passed Fluids. Not last in the standings anymore. I'd like to dedicate these wins to Boer. Some wholesome teammate stuff going on in the chat. So, strong performance by Pesky Bird, but will it carry on? Will it carry on through the rest of the season? Will Flues be able to get back on track? Try and reclaim that top spot? Have to wait and see. But we have another stream tomorrow, same time, 2 races once again. So everyone has that to look forward to. So we will be back at the same time tomorrow for those. But that is going to do it for this stream. And, you know, our viewer count's been great this season so far. I have to say that I appreciate everyone for that. It's great seeing the viewership coming back now that I'm back on track with everything. It's absolutely amazing, and everyone engaging in the chat and enjoying watching these races is absolutely amazing. But with all that said, that is going to do it for this stream. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.